What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out the latest update to Farming and Friends, which added pizza to the game. So in this video, we're going to go over how to unlock pizza and how to actually make it, because it is one of the more complex items in the game. There are a lot of things it requires, so we're going to go over everything you need. First things first, let's go over how to actually unlock pizza. So you need to have bonds, because if you click the pizza factory, you will need to purchase a pizza license. It's something I never thought I'd need to say, but you need a pizza license, which is 300 bonds. Now, before we spend the bonds, let's go over how to actually make bonds. So if you go into the farm tab at the top of your game and you click in the bottom right corner, you'll see the opportunity to complete quests. Now these refresh every day, and there are different things you can do. Like if I sell 75 milk at the store, I'll get 20 bonds. So basically, do the quests in here and you'll get bonds, and you can see how many you have in the top left corner of the menu here. And then once you have 300 bonds, you can go into the build menu and buy yourself the pizza license for 300. And now we have the pizza factory unlocked. Now this is a pretty cool looking building. This is the first time I've seen it. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna plop this down. I guess we can just plop it right here, right next to the cheese factory, because we need cheese. This is what it looks like. It also costs, by the way, it costs 140,000 coins. Pretty expensive, but inside it looks pretty cool. Lots of stuff going on. It's pretty crowded, lots of machines, and we got pizza pallets here. That's gonna be crazy. And we got cheese over here. So this is where the cheese goes. Now, first things first, we need milk, because we need to actually get the cheese factory up and going before we focus on the other ingredients we'll need. So let's go ahead and get all of our cows milked really quickly, and we should end up with a bunch of milk that we can use to make some cheese. So for our cow setup, we actually have an automatic barn, so all of the milk will automatically go into our liquid truck there as we milk the cows. And because the cows are so happy and they're at 300%, that means we're getting 3 jugs of free-range milk from each cow. And if you remember, with free-range milk, it will double when you put it into a factory. You'll see what that looks like in just a moment. But in the meantime, we're just going to milk the cows. Now this is the last cow to milk, and now we can go ahead and see how much milk we ended up with. Because I only have 20 cows, I don't have the max. So we have 62 free-range milk, so let's go drive over to the cheese factory. This is required, obviously, to make cheese, which is an ingredient for pizza. So we're going to drive over here, we're going to park next to this, deposit 162 milk in there. And if we take a look here, like I said, it doubles when you use free-range milk. So the 62 milk turned into 124 right here. And now the cheese factory is up and running. We're actually going to have a pallet ready in just a second. So we need to go ahead and we need to get some crops grown. We need tomatoes and we need some wheat. So we're going to start, we need to build a field as well. So we'll build a field, and we also need to go ahead and bring a forklift over here. That way we can actually transport the pallets. So we actually just produced our first pallet of cheese, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to get this picked up, and of course we're not going to be able to make pizza yet. Like I said, we need to still be able to grow some tomatoes and whatnot, so we're going to do that in a bit. But in the meantime, we're going to drive over here with our cheese, and we're going to plop it down right here, like this. Hold on. Oh gosh, this is a tight spot. We're going to get stuck. There we go. Okay. So we put the cheese into the factory, and it looks like the entire pallet has actually turned into 27 individual cheese. Interesting. But next up, let's go ahead and do some farming. So wheat and tomatoes are going to grow pretty quickly. I don't know about tomatoes. Wheat obviously will grow pretty much instantly. So let's go down to fields right here, and we're going to get down a standard field. We're going to go like this. Oh gosh, it's going to be a massive field. Okay, so we're going to go like that somehow. I don't know. And we're going to stretch it out like this. So this field is just going to be a random size. I think we can do like 42 by 15 maybe or something. I don't know. That's a bit random. So let's go ahead and start farming. I'm going to skip this part. I'll show you what the crops look like when we plant them, but I'm just going to plow and cultivate the field on my own because that part's a little boring. So pulling up to Farmco, here is what our plan is. Because we have a massive field that has over 600 tiles, we're just going to buy 6 boxes of wheat and then 6 boxes of tomatoes. Because I don't exactly know I don't know the recipe for pizza, basically. So we need to sort of figure that out, and I think the best way to do that is just by planting 300 tomatoes and 300 wheat at the same time. So wheat obviously is extremely cheap. You just saw me buy some. Very low price. Now, as with tomatoes, tomatoes are a bit more expensive. If you take a look here, it's 26,400 coins per box. But we also have our K-Truck with us. I sort of I feel obligated to use this in my videos just to justify the amount of Robux I spent on this vehicle pack. I mean, I spent so much Robux on this game, so I really need to use these vehicles. And we have like a convoy of vehicles following us. That is so funny. But in the meantime, we're back at our farm. So let's park our car here, or our K-Truck here. That's what it is, our K-Truck. Let's hop into our tractor, which is over here, and let's drive around with our seeder and get these seeds planted. And it makes the most sense to start with the tomato seeds because these will take the longest to grow. Wheat is going to grow like literally instantly, whereas with tomatoes, it will probably take a little bit longer. So I'm going to skip this part. However, we're planting the tomatoes now. We'll get the wheat planted, and then we'll be able to start making pizza on our own. So the tomatoes are all planted, and oh my gosh, that's a bunch of lag. And now it is time to go ahead and plant the wheat. And you're going to see how quickly the wheat grows because using the highest level equipment in the game to plant it will just make it grow really quickly. And also considering the fact it is the worst crop in the game. So as you can see, the wheat back there is already done growing. Like I said, it is going to grow instantaneously. So using another one of our vehicles from the Robux pack or whatever, we can go ahead and it doesn't really matter where we park this. I'll just park it like right here or something. I don't know. Because yeah, we'll just park that there. And then let's get our combine. We're going to deposit the wheat in here really quickly. There we go. And now we can drive that over to the factory and put it into the factory. Now, of course, the factory won't start making pizza yet because we still have to wait for the tomatoes. And the tomatoes are about maybe a quarter or a third of the way grown. We'll have to wait a bit more. But let's deposit all 300 in there like that. And in the meantime, we're also going to go milk our cows because we need more cheese, I guess, because we only have 54 cheese in there. I still haven't taken over that pallet, so like I promised I would. We'll do that in a bit. There's no rush. So once again, we ended up with 63 free-range milk. So we're going to put that into our milk factory or cheese factory really quickly. There's so many factories in this game. It's difficult for me to keep track of all their names. So there we go. So we have 126 milk in there. So that's going to make us a few more pallets. And we can also put a few more pallets into this factory as well. So just one more for now. So the tomatoes are still growing. It has been about 8 minutes or about 9 minutes actually since I planted them. So tomatoes definitely do take a bit of time to grow. But that's okay because we still have plenty of other stuff we can do, like move this pallet over there. So let's get moved. It's really, oh gosh, what the heck? It's really interesting to me. I don't know why they chose to put stairs there. Like, why are there stairs leading up to where I put this pallet? It's like, hello person. It's, oh, hi. I'll let you drive by. It's like really inconvenient because I could just like drive up here maybe not. Like, why did they put stairs here? There we go. We saw the little outline. Perfect. Okay. So we have plenty of cheese in here. We have 81 cheese. That's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead. We're gonna like do a little bit of a loop-de-loop. We're gonna park our forklift like right here, slightly on the field. It's okay. Nothing's gonna get in the way. So we're gonna put that there. And what else is there to do? Nothing right now. We're just waiting for the tomatoes. And there's like a million people on my farm. It's crazy. So the tomatoes are almost ready. Like a few of them have started to turn red, not all of them. There's a rat in the field. Wait, never mind. That's not a rat. That's a crab. There's a crab in the field. Hello. Hi. Hi. What are you? You're a little crab. Hi. Okay. So the tomatoes are finally starting to turn red. We have like a chunk of them here red. And it's, oh, there we go. We got even more red. They're slowly becoming red. And it took about like, what, 19 minutes? I guess I could just round up and say 20 minutes total for all this to start growing. That's a lot of time. Also, they made a tower on my head. That's pretty funny. But we're going to go ahead. I guess we can start harvesting the tomatoes, even though it took so long. Oh, we just ran over all our fans. Anyways, subscribe to replace all the fans I just ran over. I'm so sorry. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and harvest our potatoes. So, wait, no, these aren't potatoes. These are tomatoes. They start with a T, not a P. So we're going to drive this way, and we're going to harvest them. We got a crab on our field, too. He's back. And we'll be right back in just a second. So we've picked up all 300 tomatoes. Let's go ahead and deposit them in here really quickly. Where are they? There they are. They're the tomatoes. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's still some in here. Hold on. There we go. So we deposited the tomatoes, and now it is time. It's time to make some pizza. I have a flatbed here, too. I doubt we're going to need the entire thing. So basically, we're starting off with 108 cheese and 300 tomato and 300 wheat. let's hop out of here really quickly, close that menu, and let's take a look. So it's kneading the dough. We missed that part. It goes into here. This is like making it into dough balls. This is making it pizza shaped. What does this do? This puts sauce on it, I bet. Sauce and cheese, I guess? Yeah, put sauce and cheese. That's the oven. Ooh, don't put your hand in there. Okay, don't go in there, crab. You'd fit. That goes into the packager. And look at this. We've got pizza. So, I assume there's going to be 27 boxes on here. I don't know the recipe yet, but it looks like it's maybe 4. I don't know. So, because it's starting a second cycle. So the previous cycle, I think it's 4 tomatoes and 4 wheat. I don't know about the cheese. The cheese was maybe 1 cheese. Hi, this is Bunny from the future. Just a slight correction to what I'm saying in the video, or what I'm going to say. The recipe for pizza right now to produce 2 boxes is going to be 2 cheese and, wait for it, hold on, and 8 tomatoes and 8 wheat. So that makes 2 boxes, which is made every single cycle, basically. However, you could also say 1 box requires 1 cheese and 4 wheat and 4 tomato. So I incorrectly say it in the video. That's what the recipe is, basically. 1 box is 4 tomatoes, 4 wheat, and 1 cheese, or normally, for like the normal cycle, it produces 2 boxes every go around. So that would be 2 cheese, 8 tomatoes, and 8 wheat. So I hope that makes sense. Goodbye. So I think with the stuff we currently have, we're going to be able to make at least 2 pallets of pizza, because we're going to run out of tomatoes and wheat very quickly. With the cheese, I can just keep milking the cows and getting cheese. The factory stopped running because I actually ran out. So yeah, the limiting thing, is the fact that we don't have any crops. Now the crops are really easy to grow. However, the tomatoes do take a lot of time to grow. So you probably will want to have a bigger field dedicated to growing tomatoes if you choose to grow cheese pizzas on your farm, or make them, I don't know. So we got the milk. We're going to put this into the cheese factory really quick. Wait, yeah, is this? Yeah, this is the cheese factory. I'm trying to get the names all straight. There's just so many. I keep losing track. So we got the cheese in there. I guess I have to drive this back. So we got the cheese. This is still making pizza. I think it's almost going to produce its first pallet. And once we have 2 pallets, we'll actually go to the store and sell it. But I'm also timing this. I'm not going to have the time until I edit the video. So I'm timing this to see how long it actually takes to make a pallet of pizza. I'm thinking it might be around 5 minutes, somewhere around there maybe. But we'll get a specific number put at the end of the video when we do all the big math. Because I want to figure out, how does cheese pizza compare to chocolate milk, compare to potatoes, and compare to cereal? I mean, I'm not going to compare it to honey, because cereal is better than honey. It's like a product of it. So we're going to see how good it actually is. I think it should be pretty good. I think it might be at the same level as cereal, because it does require a lot of farming. You have to grow potatoes or tomatoes and wheat. And on top of that, you are required to have a cheese factory, and you're required to have cows. So there's so many things required to actually make a pizza that it makes sense for it to sort of be very profitable. But we're about to get our first pallet. Oh my gosh, there we go. And we got some pizza. What does the box say? This is hot and delicious pizza. Perfect. Okay, so we're about to make our second and final pallet. There we go. We got the pallet right outside. So let's go ahead and go sell this, because the one thing we don't know yet is how much pizza actually sells for. Now, I'm hoping it sells for a pretty penny, because we put a lot of work into making this pizza. Literally, I don't know how long I've been recording for, but it feels like it's been almost an hour. An hour to make 2 pizza boxes. I mean, granted that I didn't have any of like my factories built or anything, or field built. So there's like some benefit of the doubt. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sell our pizzas now. So let's hop into our Titan X. Again, it's another truck from one of the Robux vehicle packs that I feel obligated to use. 1, because it's actually pretty helpful and pretty cool. 2, it's built on a military chassis. And 3, because it cost me Robux, so I have to use it. Also, the crab apparently lives in my pizzas, and I am apparently selling his home. So that's okay. Actually, it's not okay for the crab, but the crab's okay. He's happy. He's just chilling. EJ chilling. So the menu says pizza, which doesn't have an icon. That's a pretty mediocre price. It's only 4,000 coins per pizza. Wait. Okay, so it's more than oatmeal. So it's okay, so that's good. So it's more than oatmeal. Right now the price is pretty mid. That's why it doesn't have any color, I guess, or maybe. Yeah, I guess it's just that mid. Anyways, let's just see what it sells for. So all these boxes here would sell for 230,000 coins at a mid price. However, I'm going to wait for a better price. So the price of pizza has increased and actually increased in our favor. Right now, it's at 4,000, about 700 coins. So now let's go ahead and sell and see what the new price is going to be. Maybe it's like 250, 260,000. So let's see really quickly. There we go, 266,000 coins for 2 pallets of pizza. That almost puts us at 25 million. We're close. So if we take a look, oh my gosh, chocolate milk is actually, oh my gosh, all this stuff is so good right now. So that's a pretty decent price. So now let's go ahead and do the math to see how does pizza compare to other money-making methods in the game. So I really like spreadsheets, so I went ahead and I recorded a bunch of statistics for making pizza in the game, and I did the math to figure out what is the most money you can make from pizza per hour. So basically we have the recipe, which is 4 tomatoes, 4 wheat, and 1 cheese to make 1 pizza. A pallet requires 27 pizzas, and the limiting factor for making pizza is going to be your cows, because you can only have 32 cows on your farm, which will produce a maximum amount of, I think it's like 192 cheese or something, which gets converted into a maximum of 427 cheese per hour. Now, of course, if you have the Max Animals Game Pass, you'll have 52 cows possibly, but we're just going to be doing 32 cows because not everyone has that Game Pass. So making 427 cheese per hour will let you make 1,140,000 coins every hour. I mean, originally you are going to be making about 2 million. However, to buy all of the tomato seeds required to make this, or to keep up with the amount of cheese you have to spend over 900,000 coins just on cheese. Well, no, just on tomato seeds alone. Also wheat seeds, but wheat seeds are so cheap. Now, comparing it to other money-making methods in the game, I have potato, chocolate milk, pizza, cereal, and honey. Now, note for cereal and honey, it's really easy to upgrade your bee capacity using bonds to make them more profitable, because I think cereal is better than pizza. It is up there with chocolate milk. However, if you are just starting off with 0 upgrades, cereal will be worse than pizza. So, chocolate milk is double the profit, or almost double the profit from pizza. So pizza is not that great. It's like a good intermediate between making cheese and making chocolate milk. However, once you have enough coins to make a good chocolate milk setup to buy all the cocoa trees and equipment, you will want to do chocolate milk and not pizza. Pizza requires so much work, so it's not necessarily worth doing that if you're in the late game. So pizza's good maybe for players who are like in the intermediate stage of the game, but late game players should focus maybe on making chocolate milk because it is a lot easier, requires so much less labor. So thank you everyone for watching this video. If you did enjoy, consider pressing the like button or even subscribing. More Farming and Friends content will be coming out soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!